Oh, Mario! In this video, we're going to be looking at scaling the image to fit the exact boundary model. So that's can be a little bit of a tricky exercise, so just bear with me and we'll see how we go. So here's our image. I'm working in model space. I'm just going to first of all move the image, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get this corner here, that one, that little corner there, and I'm going to move it over to the corresponding corner in on the boundary. So that's going to be pretty much our base point. Now, because of the way I've done this, I'm now going to rotate this boundary in the image onto the model, what I call the boundary model. So that's click the image, right click, rotate, and then it's asking us specify the base point. That's the base point there. And there you can see how we can spin that around the point. Now, but we want to be quite specific, so we push R for reference. Okay, and then it's asking the reference angle, but what I do is select the base point again. Now, we need to select a point on the image, and what I do is I turn the object snaps off, because it's go in there, and I'm just going to select that, again, that corner there from the image, so that I'm right in the middle of that line as accurately as I can. I'm going to say about there. Okay, and what you can see now is how that's rotating about that base point. Now what I'm going to do is turn the object snaps back on because it wants another point, and so here's my object snaps here, and I'm going to snap onto that point of my boundary model. And as you can see, that should line pretty much that up. So that's everything lined, but as we can see, the scale of the image needs to be adjusted. So essentially what we need to do is get this point here up to this point here for scale. Now it's a similar operation to the rotate actually, so we just select our image, right click, scale. Wants us to find the base point, I just use the same base point. Now, R for reference again. And we select this point here. And then I turn the object snaps off. And again, select a point on the image. When I'm selecting a point on the image, I tend to turn the object snaps off, because I've found that sometimes the AutoCAD wants to snap to something, and obviously the image is just estimate. So there it is there, I've selected that point there, and now you can see how that's scaling, and I'm going to turn the object snaps on again, okay, and click onto this point here, and that should, yes, gives a pretty good fit. Now, if we just click on the image here, we will see that the scale is 201.296. So the scale can come out at all sorts of little angles. Our rotation, 79 degrees, 51, 31. You'll recall that we've got approximately 80 degrees as the bearing there, so 79, 51, 31 is not too bad, but just be aware that this, what we talk about, the scaling with the image, is totally in some ways unrelated to the scale of our final production. However, you will note, interestingly, that with the site plan it does say scale of 1 to 200, so our image happens to be sort of comes through, but that is not always the case. So what I'm going to do now is just go back to our template here, and I'm just going to maybe set this up in action here now in this particular video, So I'll just, and so that then we can move on. So I'm just going to go to paper space there, just make that a little bit bigger. All right, so that we're looking at, well, in paper space, of course, we can just go Z, enter, E, enter, and that fits everything there. So now our production scale that we want the plan to be at is 1 to 100. So I'm just going to go into here and select our 1 to 100, which should be 1%, and that's our actual scale there. And then I can grab our little hand and place our little site plan where we want it. Now you can either choose to have it like that, or it is possible to rotate it in the viewport. So I'll just go up here. Here's the, so we can actually rotate our model like that, so that if I'm rotating it there, so we can position it like so, so that we get it parallel. Oops, not quite as 60 sort as I want it. We have a bit of an issue here, but anyway, there's our pivot there like that. So just try and round about there. Okay, so we can do that there, and then we can again grab the hand. So that enables us to, that's not too bad there. So if you did want it to have that shape there, just by using the little wheel up there, we can do that, and then we can exit out of there if we wish, and then we can lock that all up like so. So there we are, we've got our site plan pretty much in place, like so, and we've got that there. A couple of other little interesting little things you might want to do is to just to put in the adjoining boundary lines. So for the abutting sections, I just tend to do it like this. Select that line, CP, enter. So that'll go from there to there. You can trim that out there and see, and you'll say why. I'll show you why in a subsequent video. Like that there. So that just continues that line on, but as a separate vector, because when you click on this line here, you will still maintain the correct distances. Here, CP, enter, and I'm just going to put that one there on there, and that creates a abutting boundary there, I'm hoping. And here, again, CP, copy, select the point there, and drop it down there like that. Just for now, I'm just going to turn that image off just to check these. I'm a little bit suspicious about all these. Okay, and that should all be good there like that, and good like that, good like that, and good like that. And these should all be in the boundaries layer. So yeah, that's all pretty good. There's our boundaries up there. We might just I might just go back. Oh yeah, there's model there. I might just unlock things a little bit and grab my little hand and just go a little bit that way there, just to give a bit more room out here on the road, like so, like that. And then just don't forget to lock it all up, and that's at a scale of 1 to 100. So there you are. We've got the boundaries all in there. Let's just turn the image on, ready for our next operation, which is to put in the contours, and then perhaps just have a look at putting the boundary pegs in as well, and that should pretty much cover what you need to know at this point, and we can do more videos later on if there's some aspects of the site plan that need further clarification. So, cheers, see you.